Baranyi's statue comes to a fitting, crashing end. Let's hope the same fate awaits the incumbent mayor, fool to top all fools. At the beginning of a year, a competition was held to determine works of art to be displayed in public spaces in the 9th district in Budapest. There was interest and outrage from the world in general. Just what sort of statue could provoke such interest? Yes, and my use of the word provoke is not accidental. The statue involved was very much an act of provocation in itself. The statue, barely a metre tall, but ticking all of the fucking boxes as far as the liberal wanker credibility demands, was intended to be displayed for a period of 2 weeks. A kneeling Statue of Liberty in rainbow colours which the LMBTT2QQIAAPAGBGP community of square pegs in round holes have usurped for their exclusive use. On the tablet held by Liberty is engraved the legend, Black Lives Matter, and in a surprising indication of an awareness of history, the right fist is raised in the Black Power salute. But to ensure appeal to the young generations, said statue is 3D printed. Jesus, truly a statue by committee. Now, given that this was printed, not carved, made out of bits of old Coke bottles or something rather than being hewn from what was, once, the living rock, some of us in the district were curious to learn why this stomach-turning pastiche of sculpting by numbers had yet to make its ostensibly long-awaited appearance in Ferenc Square. Surely it can't take that long to build a concrete plinth and stick a multicoloured turd on top, can it? Of course. Forgetting the puffed up, oh so pleased with themselves, self-satisfied way of the local anti-government local government, we'd neglected to remember that these brain-dead muppets can only play to a circus. And so, the circus came to town. Along came Easter, the holiest celebration in the Christian calendar, and as such, the perfect time for the vapid individuals in the local council to effect maximum offence to as many people as possible. On Maunday Thursday, the local council decided to erect the pathetic excuse for art, an installation which resonated with all the artistic merit of a window display. And cynicism was on full display, with a virtual neon sign buzzing around the whole circus. Why? Well, that's simple. The person who won the contest stated from the get-go that he expected the statue to be destroyed upon unveiling. This man, not an artist creates. This twat asked a computer to beg a printing machine to spit out a piece of fairground tat, and then told whoever was listening that he fully expected his creation to be destroyed within minutes. Perhaps this was the artistic element of the whole thing. Not the gaudy fairground tat, but the performance idea. I put together something which ticks all the boxes for a tiny, zealous, obstreperous, shrieking, screaming micro-minority of society, and then sit back and watch as the majority of society expresses outrage before someone comes along and interacts with my creation, rendering it fit for disposal, which is all it ever was. The statue was erected. Within hours it had been covered up. People who thought it beyond the pale erected a wooden box around it. That wasn't enough for some. Someone then removed the box and splashed white paint on the thing. And then, going some way to restoring faith in the moral fabric which exists in this part of the world, someone knocked the thing off its plinth and destroyed it. Thank God for that. This may not amount to a whole pile of beans, but it's reassuring to know that humanity in this part of the world isn't as obviously intent on disappearing up its own arsehole as it is in the West. Here, there are still people who take offence when someone seeks to deliberately insult the majority, whatever that majority is manifested in. The whole exercise was a huge waste of time and money, at a time when people and their businesses are going to the wall. This whole exercise was intended to tell people that the local council are more important than anyone else. This was a message to the district. You have elected dictatorial morons. 17 million forints was set aside for the whole project. Yes, there are more items of art in the pipeline, presumably each one more puerile than that which went before. Never mind all that, eh? After all, what is the local council there for? Is it there to try and assist the people of the district? Well, traditionally, that's the way the idea has developed. But here, in the 9th, since people put the Muppet Show into power, it's become clear that a different concept is at work. The orthodontically challenged fool now sitting in the mayor's office thinks it's all a joke, nothing more. You get what you vote for, people. And the 9th is surely ruining the truth of that statement. Still, we should concentrate on the positive elements of this. Number 1, this incident has provided reassuring evidence that Hungarian society has not been emasculated by the liberals like Western society. And number 2, we got front row seat to the circus.